My name is Shikha Uberoi, and I'm very excited to be applying and nominated for the 100 Women Faces Award. I began my career at a very young age playing professional tennis, representing India. I had the privilege of winning India a silver medal at the Asian Games in 2006 and reaching top 100 on the WTA tour, being India #1 and enjoying reaching the heights of elite athleticism. I unfortunately was no longer allowed to represent India due to some political policies made, to place it very diplomatically. Myself and various other athletes who played and represented India with our OCI cards and other nationalities, as in they were Indian but also had a passport of a different country, were effectively thrown out, and that quite literally broke my heart. Despite having done so much for Indian tennis and participating on such a high level, I knew that that was a decision made by few people in government. It was not the sentiment of the country. So for me, being a part of the larger picture and engaging with India and doing seva for India has been something that will never leave me, despite of what a passport or a document or one or two officials in a bad mood say. I did try and make a comeback, unable to represent any country because I was no longer allowed to represent India. I didn't have the resources or the funds or the type of support that's needed to make a comeback and get to beyond top 100 where I was. But it was okay because I had a different calling. I wanted to get into engaging with the larger picture, especially with youth in our country. And I wanted to create and produce television that incited change and inspired and catalyzed action for many of the social issues plaguing our entire planet, not just India. So while I was trying to make my comeback, every morning till 4 in the morning I would jot down in my pink journal all the ideas for all my TV shows and what I'd like to do and potentially even host, and realized I had to go back to Princeton to make my dreams come true and put tennis in my past. Now mind you, I had been playing since the age of 5 years old, and I went back to finish my undergraduate degree at Princeton at the age of 27 and graduated with high academic standing at the age of 30 with my classmates who were 20 or 21 years old. I was fondly referred to as Shikha Didi on campus and Oprah Chopra, the Oprah of India, trying to make change through television. I wrote my thesis. Princeton requires you to write a thesis. I wrote my thesis on Satyamev Jayate, but more specifically youth perception on Satyamev Jayate, to see if that social impact content drives and catalyzes human behavior to feel that they can impart the change that's needed to propel a country or a nation forward. And my ethnography proved true. So I wrote an answer back, and I created a show called Kaun Banega Hero, which eventually became The Real Deal, a global franchise where social entrepreneurs compete in different challenges that test their skill sets in business values and social ethics, and they earn prize money as well as investment. I'm taking that show around the world now as a result, and I was able to launch my company, Impact Media 360, while I was on campus and working 3 or 4 jobs at a time to sustain my operations. Upon finishing, coming back, it took me 6 years from thought to TV slot to launch The Real Deal. And while I was endeavoring in television and media, having no background whatsoever in it, another company called Indie.com approached me and asked if I could co-found the India operations of this e-commerce and video engagement platform. I saw the parallels between the two companies and my two endeavors, and I wanted to do it. Now, I've never really held a normal job, so I went straight from creating television shows and launching them and producing them and hosting them to co-founding a tech company which is worth several million dollars today. I'm very proud of my accomplishments and my ability to transition from tennis to TV to tech, and they truly do make a T intersection, a T point, where I sit at the nexus of the 3 very expressions of myself. Now, every single one of these expressions come with many hardships. I did talk about some of them with tennis, where an entire country potentially could reject you, but not the people of the country. And that's okay, because there I learned that power is a very important thing and must be held with responsibility. Wrong decisions in leadership can impact the lives of millions and break hearts. And I've learned that lesson and apply it in my leadership with both my companies, Impact Media as well as Indie.com. So it's empowered me and strengthened me. And I can never quit India. Despite my American accent, I have been born and raised in India, in Bombay specifically, and I did grow up a little bit in the United States as well. But being a part of two worlds and two diametrically opposing countries has been empowering as well. I've been able to find the middle ground and the gray between two opposites, and that's helped me navigate the world, my life, and my identity. It's shaped me in a very unique way. I think what I love to do and what my true calling is to help others. I enjoy being a trustee and a mentor to a variety of nonprofits and traditional entrepreneurs as well. I consider myself an impact entrepreneur, and I'm finding my place in becoming a force and face for female empowerment, and also female empowerment through sport. The ability to leverage all my experiences in life and to become who I am today is a process that's ever evolving. There's ups and downs, and I know I have the strength and courage to surmount all of them as I continue on my life of self-discovery. Thank you.